On October 11th, 1973, late in the evening on the western bank of the Pascagoula River in Mississippi, two shipyard workers, 42-year-old Charles Hickson and 19-year-old Calvin Parker, were fishing from an old pier. Everything was going as usual until something allegedly happened that is almost impossible to believe. Suddenly, a loud buzzing sound filled the air, and an oval object about 10 meters wide appeared above the water. Three beings, roughly 1.5 meters tall, emerged from it. They had gray, wrinkled skin, slit-like eyes, and hard, crab-like claws instead of hands. The men were paralyzed. They were taken inside, where they were examined by a huge floating eye on a thin stalk. 20 to 30 minutes later, they were returned to the pier. In shock, they drove straight to the police. There, they were left alone in a room with a hidden tape recorder running. The recording survives. Two grown men, voices shaking, discuss what they had just experienced. Later, they underwent polygraph tests and hypnosis sessions. The results showed that both men genuinely believed their own story. However, years later, Calvin Parker revealed one more detail. According to him, around 1993, he had a second encounter with the same beings. This time, the meeting was supposedly voluntary, and they again communicated telepathically, telling him that everything written in the Bible is true, and that the aliens themselves would like to live among humans, but cannot because of humanity's constant inclination toward war. No physical evidence supporting the men's words has ever been found. There were no traces of the object, no other witnesses. Skeptics point to possible alcohol influence, extreme stress, false memory, or even a deliberate hoax. Hickson died in 2011, Parker in 2023. Both continued to tell exactly the same story without any changes until the end of their lives. The Pascagoula incident remains one of the most famous abduction cases, one that rests entirely on the words of two men. And it is precisely this that makes it simultaneously convincing to some and completely unprovable to others.